One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates, they do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Texas Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Red Raiders come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Durant. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yours.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. At the 35, he's open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds a little space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Caught on the outside. It's Eakin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Beavers are in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play. Hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This will likely be the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Makes the catch. It's Eakin. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Gives it on the option. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Caught behind the line. It's Eakin. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. We saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give out of the gun. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. There he goes. Wide open spaces. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because there's a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fit it in the window for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense, you have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Beavers racing to the line in the hurry up. Johnson wants to throw it. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. And tackled there by the defense. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give and tick. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got room at the 35. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to run, it's Joyner. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Beavers will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man. It's Wells. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wells. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Carr. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Going up top again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the run. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Catch in the middle, it's Wells. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.